Okay, I'm back for another onslaught. Tonight I have a whiskey that comes from a small local distillery. Now, the nice thing about small local distilleries is that they can produce things, experimental kinds of whiskeys that the larger distillers just don't do because they are already established and they have their products and they have their core range, they have their lines. But when it's a small distillery, they can try new things, and uh, they're more shall we say I wouldn't the word isn't prone, but they would be more likely to experiment. Going on with that, this is a local distillery, but not local to me. This one is from Omaha, Nebraska, more local to the Bourbon Brofessor who sent it to me. And there's a picture of the bottle. Well, this is just a sample, but there's a picture of the bottle right about here. And well, yeah, I'm eager to try this. It's a Brickway Honest American Single Malt Whiskey, spelt without the E, just like a Scotch. And I think they're trying to follow the tradition of Scotch whiskey because it's double distilled in pot stills. So double pot still distilled, 43% ABV, naturally 86 proof. And yeah, give this a try. Oh, we got about 25 mils there. That's going to be just enough to give this an appraisal. My nose has been out of practice for a couple of weeks. I was having some problems with it, and in that it was running a little bit. I think I had got close to a dog, and I'm quite allergic to dogs. They make my nose run. It's a little bit malty, quite fruity. Give it a chance to open up a little bit and see what kind of fruits we have going here. I'm about to say orchard fruits to begin with. Pears. Pears and apples. It's a little spicy. There's a little bit of cinnamon and maybe some cloves, along with the pear and apple. It's malty. There's some other spicy thing going on there. I'm not able to pinpoint it. If somebody was to say to me what the spice is, and say it's that spice, I'll go, oh yeah. It's like a steak spice almost, like a allspice steak spice. So we're looking for fruity and spicy. That's the same description for one of my favorite island whiskies from Scotland, the Jura Elixir, which I believe now is completely discontinued. Let's see if this changes to something else. There's no age statement on this, so it could be quite young. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. In Omaha, Nebraska, I imagine it would age pretty fast, being down in the southwest. Well, South Midwest, I guess. Wait a minute, where is Nebraska? No, Nebraska's north of that. Don't you go through Nebraska when you're going towards Texas from? Oh no, that's Oklahoma. Oh, I'll have to get my American geography right. I don't know how fast this ages, and I don't know how old it is. I remember Marlon Perkins with his Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom. So this comes from the same place as that 1960s wild uh, nature program. See now, it seems to have. There are legs there. They're moving relatively slowly. About what you'd expect from 43% alcohol by volume. This is a lovely nose. Once again, fruity, malty, and spicy. Yeah, definitely. Will there be any surprises on the palate? Let's see. Steak spice. This takes me right back to my childhood where my dad would barbecue steaks, and we'd have the steaks. You'd shake this steak spice on them. I haven't eaten so much steak now as an adult like I did when I was a kid. Okay, let's go for the palate now. Am I getting anything different on here? There's a bit of a metallic note to it as well. That would indicate youth. Let's see now. Oh, that's surprising. Interesting flavors on there. I'm getting some banana. I'm getting some maraschino cherries. I'm getting some vanilla. I'm getting something spicy, and that's probably because they use virgin oak barrels to mature this stuff. So because they're using virgin oak, it maybe doesn't have to be very old to have a lot of flavor. I'm definitely getting quite a bit of vanilla now, as well as the spices, and a little bit of malt. It's sort of a medium. It doesn't have a long finish. It sort of just dries out, and your mouth is left dry without any flavor. I'm gonna have a second sip naturally. The first sip is never indicative of what you're gonna get. I'm gonna keep it in my mouth a little bit longer. See what happens. Mm. Oh yeah. Spicy. The spiciness is definitely from the virgin oak barrels. I can even taste wood now. I'm getting, oak door planings, that kind of thing. Oak door planings, which I didn't get on the first one. Oak door planings, vanilla, light caramel, just a little bit of caramel. I'm not getting so much fruits on the palate as I did on the nose. I would have expected it to taste more fruity and more malty, but the oak takes over. The virgin oak takes over. Now this would be interesting if they took the same casks, if they took the same barrels that they used to age this and used them a second time or even a third time with the same whiskey. And I think you'd get a more spirit-driven experience, and you'd get more of those fruits and more of the malt than you do right now. Right now, okay, I'm getting some vanilla on the nose again. I'm getting some malt and some fruit, and the spiciness. The spiciness is definitely coming from the barrels, the virgin oak barrels. Interesting. I would not age this any longer in those barrels. I would maybe age them for a longer time in the same barrels reused, like use them a second time and age it for a longer time, and that would make a mellower, maybe not so wood forward and not so spice forward whiskey. It's good as a, if it's a first effort. I don't know if it's a first effort, but it's good and it shows promise. But I would like a little less spice in it for my own personal preference, and a little bit more vanilla. A little more of those orchard fruits would be nice. Anyway, I'll drink to your very good health. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.